Hey everyone, Felipe here. Welcome to another Tower of Serious card review video. In this video, I'll be taking a look at one of the non-jackpot cards from the Demon Slayer collaboration shield, Shinobu Kocho. She is a dark human and has the following leader skill. When the team has only dark characters, humans, or Demon Slayer characters, your team attack times 6, HP and recovery times 1.2. By dissolving race runes, your team attack gets increased by 1.6 additionally, and damage dealt on demons will be multiplied by 1.5 additionally. If you dissolve dark runes or heart runes, the character will launch 5 extra attack at much as 50% her own attack. Shinobu also has a team skill that will complement her leader skill, so let's take a look at that. So if the leader is Shinobu and the ally is any Demon Slayer card, any Demon Slayer Diamond Seal card, extend runestone movement time to 10 seconds, which is pretty good. When the enemy is venomed, attack of Shinobu will get increased by 3 additionally. Dark or Heart runes possess the effect of each other. By dissolving Dark or Heart runes at the beginning of the next round, the bottom row will be 3 enchanted Heart runes and 3 enchanted Dark runes. By dissolving, if there is a Shinobu Kocho in the team, either a leader or a member, by dissolving Dark or Heart runes, enemies who receive an attack from Shinobu will be venomed, receiving damage as much as 200% of Shinobu's attack every round, regardless of defense and attribute until they are defeated. Now, the next two team skills are the stat boosting team skills, which are pretty standard for collaboration cards, which are always really nice to have. So in my opinion, I think Shinobu is going to be really good as the leader. She has pretty good attack multipliers, times 6 times 1.2, and her team skill actually allows you to get that 1.6 attack multiplier really easily, since at the end of the round you will get 3 enchanted dark human runes, which will satisfy your race rune condition. Additionally, because you're able to dissolve, you always have heart runes and dark runes, you will be able to constantly venom your enemies, which will give you that times 3 additional attack multiplier for Shinobu. Additionally, 10 extra seconds or 10 seconds of movement time is going to be really nice. You generate your own attacking runes through the 4th team skill. Dark and Heart runes possess the effect of each other, which means you have that extra attack. And if your enemy is Venom, you get a times 3 attack multiplier. And because of your leader skill, you will launch 5 extra attacks, which means that you will be dealing a lot of damage. And I think this is going to be really fun to play as. And Shinobu will be able to be a viable leader, in my opinion. Keep in mind, the hard counter for this team will be a uncontrollable enemy, since venoming counts as a control skill. That means that if the enemy is uncontrollable, you will not be able to venom, and Shinobu will not be able to get that times 3 additional attack multiplier. But yeah, if you've ever played with Verdandi and you know there are some really annoying enemies that will only be able to die if you venom them, then you know how useful it is to have a venom skill. Additionally, since venom is also a really good counter against enemies that survive on 1 HP, since your attack goes through and then they will lose HP before they can revive with higher HP and higher attack. So venoming is a really good skill, and from the team skill, it looks like this venoming will occur whether you run Shinobu as a leader or as a member. So having her as a member will be really beneficial as well. So in terms of a leader, I think Shinobu is going to be really good. Her leader skill is a little bit more simple than Zenitsu, but in my opinion, it has a lot of attack multipliers, which will make it really viable in the current meta. Yeah, the times 3 self-attack increase with the 5 extra attacks is going to allow you to kill a lot of things if they are venomed. So, like I said before, the hard counter will be uncontrollable enemies. In terms of team building, she has access to all the characters in the dark attribute pool and the human pool. Uh, these two pools are really big and have a lot of options. So it is definitely a really flexible team, um, since there are so many dark cards and so many human cards. So I would say, depending on the stage, you might need to bring certain utility cards. But in my opinion, I think you can always bring. Then you can bring AR Gemini since you generate a lot of heart runes, or you can bring Anubis, uh, bring Machinas for extra attacks, etc. etc. So yeah, this will require a little bit more testing when the card comes out, so I'm excited for the new collaboration patch to drop. But yeah, in terms of leader skill, that is my thoughts, so let's take a look at her active skill. So this skill is a CD6 skill and has the following effect. Poison all enemies and absorb enemies' HP every round, as much as 300% of the character's recovery, regardless of attribute and defense, until the enemy defeat. If the enemies are demons, the damage will be dealt regardless of the enemy skill. Additionally, if there are 3 or more Demon Slayer cards in the team, then clear all additional effects in play and fully recover your HP. So in my opinion, I think this is more of a member active skill rather than a leader active skill. Since you are already venoming enemies as a leader, uh, but you are also able to poison the enemies, and if there are demons, this will be dealt regardless of the enemy skill, which honestly is going to be really, really good, because a lot of enemies, or sometimes when you poison something, the enemy skill will prevent it from losing HP, or etc. etc. So being able to bypass enemy skills is really powerful. That being said, it only applies for demons, so it will be really situational. But yeah, this first effect kind of coincides with her venoming effect, and in my opinion, you don't really need both. Um, yeah, the venoming and poisoning will never kill your enemy, just because this is going to be so little compared to the giant HP bars that the enemies have. But being able to absorb the enemy's HP will be pretty nice, just because if you get recovery blocked or your recovery is 0, it will still allow you to recover enemies. And if the enemy if the enemy doesn't deal that much damage, you can stall them out and just absorb their HP until they die. However, that kind of playstyle, we haven't seen it in a while, but if you wanted to do that, you can do that. So I think the core of her active skill will be the second effect. But this second effect does require you to have 3 or more Demon Slayer cards in your team. And if you're running her as leader and ally, or if you're running a Demon Slayer team, that already gives you 2. So you just need 1 additional Demon Slayer card in your team in order to benefit from this effect, which is to clear additional effects and fully recover HP. So if you have recovery block, or you have one of those enemies that reduce your HP to 1 and give you a damage trail, you can fully recover your HP and also clear that debuff away. So in my opinion, clearing debuffs is a really powerful skill. Having it at CD6 is also really powerful, and additionally, the bonus of fully recovering your HP is going to be really nice in my opinion. But yeah, that being said, I think this active skill fits more as a member. So if you're going to use Shinobu as a member, this is going to be a really nice active skill. Otherwise, if you're running her as a leader, it's also a nice skill, but it won't be as beneficial in my opinion. But yeah, I think she will fit really well in the other Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer teams, so Tanjiro or others. But she will also really fit dark teams as well. She does get a team skill with Kanao Tsuyuri, but these are just stat boosting skills, which you can use to increase your HP and survive more hits. But yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty good card. Definitely get one copy, which I have a feeling everyone is going to get at least one copy, since we will be aiming for the jackpot cards, and undoubtedly we will be getting some non-jackpot cards in the mix as well. But yeah, overall, I think I like her leader skill. It seems like it's going to be really fun to play as, and her active skill, being able to clear additional effects in play and fully recover HP, is going to be pretty beneficial in my opinion. But yeah, I think in terms of how many cards or how many copies you should get, I think one copy is enough for Shinobu, just because her active skill is not that broken, and you might as well benefit from other utility cards in your other team slots. But yeah, that is all I had to say about this card. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything or if I said anything wrong. And as always, stay tuned on my YouTube channel for more Tower of Saviors content. For now, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!